One of the things I found about negotiating, and some of this may have been easier for me because my whole life I moved all around the country. I never lived in a place more than 2 years. So I was always the new kid. So I had to learn how to communicate with people. And, when life isn't easy, you you have to learn to be a little bit more assertive, to reach out. And I really believe that one of the best attitudes you can have about negotiating is connecting with people. Because, it's not about what you see in the movies where you have these hardcore people demanding things and really trying to be the tough person. To me, that that is not what this course or what negotiating is really about. It's really about being authentic. And if people see the real you, they are more likely to connect with you. So don't really think about playing hardball. I think it's really important to trust your instincts with people. And if you tell the truth, if you're not about trying to grill people or take advantage of people, if you really focus on your credibility, people will want to do things for you. And that's the positive attitude that you want to have going into negotiating. And frankly, a lot of it is really just having the confidence to ask for what you want and telling them why. It's true that you do need to become more assertive and you will have to show some determination. But, to me, if you think of negotiating as a set of interactions, it's not just a one-time transaction because most of my negotiations, honestly, have been when I've been working with organizations for a number of years. And you can't just play the hard person because you have to talk with that person in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. You have ongoing relationships. So it's okay to ask for something, but to me, keeping everything in the middle ground is what's really important. Start with that step. Will you do this because? I like to think that in business, when you're interacting, people want to accommodate you. Now, I come from the sales side of business, so I'm used to both sides of the negotiation. And one of the things that I learned being on the other side, which I'm not really talking about, is I learned long ago something is better than nothing. So if you ask for something, it's better for the other person to walk away with something than to have the relationship go south and to lose you. So the other thing that the salespeople on the other side or the negotiation people negotiating the other side find that second place or losing just does not pay very well. And even if there's not money involved, often customer sat skills, like we were talking earlier about cars, and we were going to get into cars, but honestly, there is nothing more important to a car dealer than getting a 100% customer sat skill. So if you respond that way and you communicate that you understand the value of that and you're a team player on this, you will get much further than just, again, being the hard person. So communicate your expectations, raise your expectations, and be thinking, you know what, you can do this. And a lot of this is really overcoming that initial fear of, I can't ask that. I could never ask that. It's funny because those are the kinds of conversations I often have with my wife or my daughters. And I tell them, you know what? I don't want to make the call for you. You can make this call yourself. You can make these things happen if you think about it. And frankly, I mean, my daughters have become excellent negotiators. I mean, I am so proud of what they've become just because they've gotten into the game, they've tried it. So a number of the examples I'm going to be using are going to be young people your age that have been effective with their negotiation skills. So, if you think of this as increasing your confidence as a life skill, kind of stepping back and being positive, I really think that that's a lot of it.